I personally voted for Biden in the last election.
I voted for Biden, and I encouraged other people to vote for Biden.
I have been a lifelong Democrat.
A dues-paying member of the Democratic Party.
Being a Democrat means you support democratic values. And paramount to that is the value of human life.
There's no way in hell come November that I will waste my vote on Biden.
I will never vote for Biden.
I will not be voting for Biden for sure, and no one will be voting for Biden that I know of.
A handful of swing states will determine who gets elected president. Michigan is make or break for Biden. He's in too much trouble in the others. In 2016, Trump won Michigan by 10,000 votes. In 2020, Biden won it decisively by 154,000 votes. Can he do it again? The answer to that fateful question may lie in one particular community. Michigan has more than 200,000 registered voters who are Muslim. That's more than enough to swing the state.
Dearborn, Michigan is the epicenter of Arab America.
In the summertime, you drive down Warren and you smell the shawarma and the coffee that comes from back home.
It truly is an enclave.
This enclave may pick America's next president. In other words, age isn't Biden's only problem.
As long as Biden continues to send weapons to Israel, I can't cast a vote for him.
If I were to sign the ballot for Joe Biden, the ink that I would use to sign that ballot would be through blood.
Thousands of children who are being murdered. 1, 2, 3. You want me to count? You want me to tell you their names? You want me to mention their crimes? The 1-year-old, what crime did they commit?
Listen, Trump is a racist, a con man, a fraud, an idiot, but he might be the sharpest tool to beat Joe Biden.
If the election is that close and it's a deadweight tie, I'm going to break that tie and I'm going to vote for Trump to ensure Biden is held to account.
No American should vote for any president who supported a genocide.
As we speak right now, we know that there is American bombs that me and you have paid for that is dropping on children in Gaza.
The United States is not some third party to this. The United States is actively funding this.
Imagine you are paying to murder your own family.
Donald Trump did not do that. Joe Biden did that. Actual genocide is worse to me than hypothetical genocide.
I don't know what Trump would do under these circumstances. I know that Democrats would speak out against it if Trump were doing it.
A second Trump's presidency would have scared me before the Gaza genocide. But after Gaza genocide, our worst nightmare has taken place.
I'd rather see my community banned than see them slaughtered.
I stood proudly with our friend. The state of Israel will always stand with Israel. Proud to be the greatest friend Israel has ever had.
People say, but he said this, but he said that.
As far as Israel, you should let him go and let him finish the job.
Well, Biden is already doing it.
We're providing Israel with all the weapons they need and when they need them.
Nothing that you can bring me about Donald Trump will ever push me to say that I believe he's a worse threat than Joe Biden. He is the one that put democracy at risk.
Brothers and sisters, I've been crying for Gaza for the last 8-9 months, but I feel I have to cry for America as well. We need presidents who stand for peace, stand for justice. President that stops supporting ethnic cleansings. We pray for a better future for our country.
The political process is a long-term strategy.
If he wins, no one will ever listen to us ever again. If he loses, we'll probably have more political power than we've ever had before.
The goal is not 2024, the goal is 2028 and beyond.
And so, yeah, we might have to swallow the bitter pill of Trump becoming president.
I hope the Democratic Party will wake up. If they still think that they're party of decency, they still have a chance to present a better candidate than Biden.
I'm very doubtful that Biden will be removed from the ticket. I'll believe it when I see it, and then at that point, I might consider voting for the Democratic nominee.
I would love for me to be posed with a dilemma of, wow, Biden called for an arms embargo. Biden is having conversation on how to rebuild Gaza. Do I want to maybe risk losing all this progress we had and put Trump in office? I would love for that dilemma to happen, but it's not.
It is your responsibility. Your vote is translating into bullets. So you cannot ignore that.
I haven't changed my policies, my views, free healthcare, student debt elimination. All of those things are still things that I love and value and want to see put into place. My conscience is telling me that genocide outweighs every single domestic policy. So I'm voting my conscience in November.